Hi everyone, it's Simon Massey here, and in this video we are going to talk about understanding variable types again. This time we're going to look at how do we identify a scale variable. If you haven't seen them already, there are a couple of other videos, one on how to identify nominal and the other on how to identify ordinal. I would definitely advise you check all of them out just to make sure you really understand how you identify a specific type of variable. So let's get into it. In this example, we are going to look at a question where people answered, and the question was, how many times have you watched all 10 seasons of Friends? So we all know the TV show Friends. We've asked people how many times have they watched it all the way through. Now, because we are asking for a specific number here, it's very different when we offer them a selection of options to choose from. And that's where scale tends to be a very different measurement, because of course people can provide whatever number they want to. So they could say 1, 2, 3, they could say 5, they could even say 7. It's certainly possible if they really like this show, they could say 100 and they know everything about it. Some of them might even have answered this question and watched it so many times they don't even know the answer. But we're asking them to provide the number themselves. Of course, they could also put the number 0. So what you have here is you have lots of different possibilities as to what the answer is going to be from your respondents. So it's very different to the other measures we've looked at prior to this video here. So what we're going to do, as always, is we're going to break this down and make sure we really understand how it is we come to getting a scale variable. So the first question we want to ask ourselves, as always, is does the variable contain words or numbers? So of course we're asking them to provide us with the number of times they've seen the show all the way through. So it's numbers. Because it's numbers, we need to ask ourselves, are the numbers in some sort of category? So are we placing these numbers in a particular category of some sort? And of course, because we're asking for the number itself, that's actually a no again. So now it's a no, we know that it's certainly going to be an interval variable because it's not going to be categorical. So now we know it's interval, we need to ask ourselves, do the numbers have any kind of grouping at all? Because you can still have interval variables in groups. A classic example would be 1 to 10 times, 11 to 20 times, where you have an interval of 9. Because again, we are asking for the actual number itself and we can get many different possibilities, we're going to answer no. So now we know that we actually have a scale variable because it's not in any sort of category and it's not going to be grouped in any sort of way. It's just the actual numeric value itself. And that's what makes a scale variable a scale variable. That means we don't actually have to look at any of the other information there because it doesn't apply to any of that stuff. So I hope that was helpful. And as I said before, if you haven't done already, be sure to check out nominal and ordinal videos so you understand exactly how all three types of variables can be identified.